predictions.
Write this down.
And keep track of each other's batting averages.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
It's Write That Down with Mackey, Judd, and Rami.
Write that down.
Write it down. You like writing things down. Write this down.
And welcome in to the only show in America that actually keeps track of each other's predictions, holds each other accountable with batting averages and home runs. Everyone else is too afraid to look stupid, too afraid that their credibility will be shot. But when you're already stupid and have no credibility, Bingo. It doesn't matter. Welcome to the Mackey and Judd Show. So here is how it works. And we're going to get our guy, Sam, listener. Sam is going to join for some predictions today. Here's how Write That Down works every single Wednesday. 3 predictions from everybody each week. They must be quantifiable. We keep track of batting averages and home runs. And if you want to participate, we actually still have a couple openings in December. Otherwise, we're going to start looking out into January. You can DM me at Phil Mackey on Twitter if you want to participate. Even if I don't follow you, my DMs are open. So just at Phil Mackey on Twitter. You guys ready for a little accountability session?
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All depends.
Well,
it was a so-so.
You should be pretty happy.
Oh, God bless it.
Oh, yeah.
Judd came in as the batting average leader and tied for the home run lead. Declan and Rami both chasing Judd for the batting title, but it's going to be tough now that Judd puts up a 2-for-2 performance. Gopher football will have a game canceled before the 2020 season is complete.
Yeah. Called that last week before they were missing 20 players against Purdue.
Yep, and it's not a homer because we're in a pandemic, but it's a good prediction, very timely prediction. And you said the Timberwolves will not trade the number 1 overall pick. They did not.
The fans are going crazy. They love to see this.
I will say that we do have some controversy to get to at some point in this accountability session. All right, that a listener pointed out. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Jonathan Harrison, last year's reigning defending batting champion. He said the Wolves will include their number 1 pick in a trade with the Rockets for James Harden.
That would have been awesome.
Jonathan Harrison going Miguel Sano.
Would have been amazing.
That's a swing.
He said the Loons would win the Supporters Shield and MLS Cup. They're still alive for MLS Cup because they advanced to the second round of the playoffs, but the Supporters Shield is the best regular season record. They did not achieve that.
Why do we call it the Supporter Shield?
I am not sure why it's called the Supporter Shield.
The MLS logo is a shield, so I maybe that's why. I don't know. That's my soccer banter for today.
I don't know is also an acceptable answer, as my wife would tell me.
I think a simple wrong would have done just fine, but yeah.
I do that all the time where my wife asks me a question and I don't know the answer, but I try to deduce it out loud. Well, it could be this. And she's like, you mean I don't know?
Wow. Yeah, she's a very smart lady. Yeah. Very smart lady.
And then Jonathan was correct on this. He said the Loons will finish with a home playoff spot, which they did, and they will win at least one of those games. Which they did. Now, he made that prediction, and it's a good parlay. It's not a home run.
Yeah.
It's not a home run. Manny said Daniel Ochuru will be a lottery pick in the 2020 draft.
We did think that at one time, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. And he said the Wolves will trade their own lottery pick this summer. They did not do that either. Rami had nothing come off the board.
Tackle.
Well, if I'm not going to catch Judd,
shouldn't root for other people to fail.
Yes, I should.
Cheer for yourself to do well.
I can root for both.
Declan's not going to be happy.
Sports Dad doesn't like this.
Declan's not
I
going
didn't
to
raise you like this.
All right, I said the Wolves will make at least 2 picks between 1 and 16. I was basically saying they're going to trade up with their second pick. They traded it, but they traded it back. I said the Wolves will trade the number 1 overall pick. And I said that Justin Jefferson would score at least 3 touchdowns against the Cowboys. I said that when he was drafted. I did hedge on the Wolves thing, though. I said that they will select Anthony Edwards number 1 overall. Take that. I'm sort of resigned to not competing for the batting title here in the last month, and so I'm going to shift my strategy to a different category over the rest of the year.
I know what you're going to do. Yeah. You're
All right.
Trying to win the home run title, baby.
Listeners, Dan C. said the Gophers will win the national championship. I think we can put that one to bed for now. Justin in Rochester said Kirk Cousins will start fewer than 10 games this season. I think they've played 10 and he's started 10. Dominic said the Wolves will trade their first overall pick to assist Cat and D'Lo. Now in here, I think it said their first round pick, but I believe the spirit of this was their first overall pick to assist Cat and D'Lo. Ryan said, now now I think between Declan and I, we might have made a mistake in the notes because I copied this from the notes. I think it was supposed to be a parlay because it says the Wolves will re-sign Malik Beasley, and then it says grab stats in parentheses. I don't know what the second part of this was supposed to be, but he got the first part right.
Yes!
So whatever. Ryan gets a point. If you have any recollection of what that was supposed to be, Dex. Otherwise, I think we just give him the point here because they did re-sign Malik Beasley.
Yeah, I don't remember why I would even put that, so I'm not sure. But
it's okay. Ryan, we'll give you a point for that one. And then Nick and Blaine stepped up to the plate.
Yeah.
And he said the Timberwolves will keep their first overall pick. They will draft Anthony Edwards and they will trade the 17th pick.
Nice, Nick.
Circle the bases. Nick and Blaine.
Nick. Nice.
That's a home run for Nick and Blaine. I believe that's the third home run of the season for the listeners, which we'll get to in a second. Declan Goff, you said the Vikings will win their next 3 games. And then we get to the controversy.
Whoa.
And then we get to the controversy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a backstory on this, okay? So Declan said, and I went back and listened, and this is exactly what you said. You said the Timberwolves will announce a trade tonight on draft day last Wednesday. And right after our podcast posted, I got a DM from listener Adam, and he said, I just listened to today's Write That Down session. Declan does not get a hit for his Wolves prediction if it happens. He said, and the wording is very important here, the Timberwolves will announce a trade tonight on draft day. None of the teams that made trades on draft night can be commented on or official until the new league year on Friday. Had he said the Wolves will make a proposed trade or a Woj bomb or Doogie report would lead to a trade. And so sure enough, the press release came out on Friday at 3:30 announcing a Wolves trade. Okay. The wording of your prediction was the Timberwolves will announce a trade tonight on draft day.
I'm going back and listening. That's BS. That's not what I said.
You didn't say that?
I did not say that.
I swear.
Phil said he went back and listened.
I went back and listened to it. And you said the Wolves will announce a trade tonight on draft day.
Counselor, I'm afraid that does not count.
Adam continues. He said,
I love Adam.
Adam said the wording,
Adam, thank you.
The wording, unfortunately, cost Declan a hit, but that should be expected from a Write That Down rookie. You can take it to a vote next week, but I do believe in the spirit of Write That Down, Dex cannot get the hit.
Much like I didn't get the good question because I rambled with J-Will, Dex doesn't get the hit because he didn't do it right.
This is like when you watch.
This is a tough crowd.
This is like golf tournaments where like somebody will call in. I saw Dustin Johnson's ball move a quarter of an inch.
Adam's more dedicated to the show than we are.
So listen, if you want to, this is a democracy. If you want to go back, grab audio evidence for next week.
Okay,
we can replay this and then we can put it to a vote.
Okay,
all right.
Very upset.
So this can be appealed.
Well, I mean, it's just a wording thing. I've done the same thing. I've lost points.
And so, my gosh, I've lost countless. And so with that, Judd, you have a pretty big lead here in the batting average race. You're batting .420 with 3 home runs.
Feeling good at the plate.
Rami, .386 with 1 home run. Declan at .338 with 1 home run. I'm sitting at .283 with 3 home runs. Listeners, .216 with 3 home runs. Manny Hill, .188 with 1 home run. John Harrison, .179 with 2 home runs. So we have Judd at the top of the batting average race by 34 points, and 3 of us tied with 3 home runs at the top of the home run category.
Write it down. You
I
like
know what
writing
you're going to
things
try
down.
and win, Mackey.
Yeah, I think the batting average race ship has sailed for me, and so
go ahead. I'm done.
I've got one strategy the rest of the season, and it's bombs.
You've got bombs and bubble gum, and you're all out of bubble gum.
Right.
Yes. All right. Let's get Sam in here. Sam, what's going on with you?
Not much. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Declan's.
Well, you got a dog there too. Let's say, Sam, are you about to make some good predictions and or sabotage the producers? Write that down predictions, or what's?
No, it's not Sam's fault, man. It was Adam.
Let's see, man. Wisconsin won. So let me take care of the dog.
That's fine.
You hear a gunshot?
That's terrible. Oh no! What's dog's name?
All right. So. Yeah, I mean, COVID has really thrown a wrench into my predictions. I was going to do, of course, I'm a Wisconsin fan, and with the Battle of the Axe happening, naturally coming on to make 3 predictions. So my next idea was to do my next hometown, which is the Naval Academy, which is located here in Annapolis. And guess what? They're canceled because of COVID as well. So had to go back to the drawing board.
Now you're just going to make 3 predictions about your dog's weekend, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dog's excited to be on.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, what's the dog's name?
This is Minnie.
Hello, Minnie.
What's up, Minnie?
All right, Minnie.
Good pooch.
Minnie's like, okay, whatever.
We're going to get Minnie to make a prediction. So here's how it's going to work. We're going to go around the room 3 times. We'll start with Sam, Judd, Declan, back to Phil. And just in case the lesson hasn't been learned this season by all of us, wording and phrasing does matter, and write that down. We can't prove intent. We can only prove phrasing.
Write it down. You like writing things
Law and
down.
Order is what this is.
It is. And by the way, we would take feedback if you this is a committee of not just us, but listeners as well. So Sam, we'll start with you. Make your first prediction.
Write this
All
down.
right. Write this down. Ricky Rubio will have an assist to turnover ratio higher than 3.5.
All right. So that could be like 9 assists per game and 2 turnovers or something.
Yeah.
3.5. You
Write
said,
this
Sam?
down.
Yeah, 3.5.
Okay, got it.
Judd Zolgat.
The Vikings will win their next 2 games against Carolina and Jacksonville. So the Vikings will win Sunday against Carolina and the following week against Jacksonville.
I like your Ted Williams approach here with a solid lead in the batting average race. You're not pushing your predictions out to 2021. You're taking swings for this season.
Just wait for the next 2.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I start to push them out after that.
Okay.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right, Declan.
All right. Teddy Bridgewater. I have to get a Teddy prediction here. Teddy will throw for 250 yards. He will have 2 touchdowns, and he will finish with a better passer rating than Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
Is that your what? Teddy Bridgewater throws for 250 yards. At least 250 yards.
Okay.
Is that what it was?
I don't know. Do we allow it?
I
Do we
got
allow
it.
it? Do we allow
I
it?
got it. I wasn't done making the
Write this
prediction.
down.
Oh,
I don't
I was
know.
done making the
We were like,
prediction.
should we tell him? Should we tell him?
No.
At least is the key phrase there.
At least
Yeah.
250 yards, 2 touchdowns. There's better passer than
For
Kirk Cousins.
250.
I didn't want to have to do it again.
Well,
All right, so
Adam would've done it.
at least, you're right.
at least.
Okay,
It's
so
on. It's on verbal and in written form.
okay,
So
all right,
yes.
good. All right. When you said 250, Judd gave the look like, oh man, if he gets 251, you
Over
lose the
for
prediction.
249,
So,
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So all right, Teddy Bridgewater.
Write this down.
All right, I'm swinging for the fences. So these are intended to be home runs. You guys tell me if they're not, and I will add to them. At some point before the end of the 2020 calendar year, Eddie Rosario will be non-tendered or traded by the Twins, and he will delete multiple Twins-related pictures from his Instagram account.
All right. Have we looked and seen what he has?
I took a screenshot of what he has just
So you can
to
prove
prove
it?
that he has.
Okay.
Yep. So he has a ton of Twins pictures, and just to show you, like, this is just like the last 15 of them. It's all kinds of Twin stuff, right?
Okay.
Like
So yeah, nice.
division champions and
So
stuff.
okay. So,
So I'm
those are
saying,
good.
like,
okay.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to delete all of them, but I think he goes. If this happens, I don't think he's gonna take it well. I think he'll go on a revenge tour.
Fair enough.
And you said his Instagram.
Just Instagram, yeah. So
Okay.
if he deletes stuff from his Twitter account only, then I'll take the L on this one.
Got it.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right, back to Sam.
All right. This weekend, we got a big matchup in the EPL. My team, Tottenham Hotspur, will be facing Chelsea, and Tottenham is going to win.
You and Chris Long from Channel 5, big Tottenham Hotspur fans. Did you
Yeah,
pick that?
a couple back and forth.
How did you choose your random European soccer team, Sam?
It was just it was one of those, like, I think it was back in the day when Page 2 on ESPN was around, and they did like who should be your EPL team. And like Steve Nash is a big Tottenham fan, and it was just like if you like heartbreak and stuff like that, this is the team for you. So
Vikings.
really, me and my friends from college all decided on Tottenham being our squad, and they still are.
That's pretty funny. So basically, if you're a Viking fan looking for a similar experience, that Tottenham would be the
Oh yeah, man, they had ways to lose. So
Judd Zolgad.
Sounds familiar. The Vikings will trade Daniil Hunter this offseason.
Ooh.
The Vikings will trade Daniil Hunter this offseason.
Quick teaser. We
Mhm.
have a Daniil Hunter speculative trade discussion on Purple Daily today. So check that out today. A what if scenario that a listener emailed to us. All right, back to Declan.
Write
All
it
right.
down. You like writing things down.
Twins prediction: Nelson Cruz will not re-sign with the Twins. Is that on the board, by the way? I just said it out loud. I don't know if
I
that's
don't
on the board from either of you.
I have him.
Maybe Judd.
I have him coming back. I believe
Got it. Okay.
from a few months ago.
Okay. So
Yeah, I
Nelson,
don't think I have any of those.
So I think you're fine.
he will not re-sign with the Twins.
Okay.
Nelson Cruz.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
Write that down.
All right, write this down. The Vikings will beat the Panthers by 10 points or more. Cousins will throw no interceptions, And both Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook will score at least one touchdown apiece in this game.
Yep.
Little 3-item parlay.
That works.
Looking for home runs.
That works.
Right.
Try to take the lead.
Write that down.
Write this down.
Back to Sam. Your final prediction, sir.
All right, write this down. Harry Kane from Tottenham will have at least 2 goals on Sunday.
Ooh, I like it.
It's a
Big
nice match for Harry. Harry Kane
nice,
was
nice little week for Harry Kane if that happens. So,
Awesome.
Sam, since you have this platform here in front of millions and millions or something like that, is there anyone in your life you'd like to thank that got you to this point?
I mean, last time I thanked you guys, that still holds true, but I'm going to thank my friends who I know are, well, at least one of them will listen. We'll give a shout out to Megan, who will at least listen. And again, just thank you to you guys. It's one of those weird years, and we're pushing through it.
Amen. Sam, thanks for coming on, man. Thanks
Sam.
for being a loyal listener. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Sam, taking his swings here.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
One more trip around for Judd.
The Gopher men's hockey team will play in the championship game of the Frozen Four this season.
Whoa.
The Gopher men's hockey team will play in the championship game of the Frozen Four this season.
And so they'll be playing for a national title.
They will be playing for national title. Exactly right. I'm not going to assure you they're going to win it, but they look damn good. So I'll give them that.
Okay.
And plus it pushes it into March.
Write it down. You like writing
April,
things down.
actually. So there you go.
Wait, you're predicting that it's going to happen in April?
No, I'm saying it pushes the prediction down the
careful.
road.
Be careful.
It pushes the prediction
People listen
down
to this show,
the
they'll
road.
sabotage you.
No. My prediction is done. My prediction's done. I'm just saying my last 2 predictions are into 2021, so they can't bite me for 2020.
Okay, so if the season gets pushed into 2022 and the Gophers play
Oh,
for
then
the
that's
national
wrong.
championship, okay, just want to make
Then,
sure. Everyone's all like,
no, I said this
on
season.
it- on
No.
edge right
It's
now.
this.
I think
It's
it's one
this.
person.
If there is no Frozen Four this coming or in the season that we're in, then it's not right.
Okay.
Write this down.
Okay. All right, Declan, your final
I
prediction.
have a wrestling prediction here. The following WWE championships will not change hands for the rest of the year in 2020.
Okay.
So the Universal title,
How many pay-per-views are left?
I
One?
think 1. The Universal title, the WWE title, and both single women's championship titles. So that is Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, Sasha Banks,
Okay.
and Asuka. All of them will hold their championships for the rest of 2020. They will
Into
not
January.
lose into January.
Okay.
Into January.
So they'll keep their titles into January.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't
Write
know
this down.
because it's only like 5 weeks left of the year and there was already a couple last major title changes. I don't think it's a home run, but I'll let you decide.
I would say if there were more than one pay-per-view, it could be considered a home run for sure. But
Yeah.
because there's only one pay-per-view, it's a good ringing double or a triple.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right.
Write this down. I'm still going for home runs here. I'm going to predict something precise. The Packers will go precisely 4-1 over their next 5 games, and their only loss will be to the Tennessee Titans.
Okay.
And I think that would be
Who's on the schedule, do
four
you know?
straight wins. It's like the Bears, Philly.
I'll try the Bears on Sunday night.
It's 4 games that they probably should win, and then it's Tennessee in like the second to last game of the season.
Okay.
So Packers will go precisely 4-1 over the next 5 games, and they will beat Tennessee, or they will lose to Tennessee as the one loss.
Okay.
So there they go.
Write this down. Write it down. You like writing things down.
How mad are you at Adam specifically for
A 1 out of 10.
snitching
I'm
on
like a
you?
9. I am a 9 out of 10. I am very upset.
I would not have thought about this. I would have considered like the spirit of it if he had not DM'd with the.
I think you have to take a long, hard look in the mirror here. I mean, you predicted that a trade would be announced, and if you
By the team,
said
yeah.
announced, we know that NBA trades can't be announced on draft night.
Okay. And if that's the case,
I mean,
will
I've done it
honor
before. I've done it, but I've done it, and I've been mad, and it's taken me weeks to get past it, but I finally get past it.
It is tough when this has happened. This has happened to me about 10 times in the history. I write that down.
I mean,
it's a terrible feeling.
I was kicking myself with my J-Will question. Too long. I lost a point. I could have
You had
typed
it.
Phil. I had it. But you know what I did? I went back, looked at the tape. It was easily correctable.
I feel like you asked the great question. You made him think, and
Yeah.
then you admired your question too long.
Oh, I bat flipped the question.
You bat flip.
Oh, I bat flipped it. There's no question. Well,
picked
it was so good that I will tell you I KBO'd it.
Yeah.
I totally bat flipped it. Yeah.
So those are Write That Down predictions and an accountability session. The only show in America that keeps track of our predictions with batting averages and home runs.
Write it down. You like writing things
We'll
down.
talk to our friend Patrick Royce here in a second.